Oh yeah, we all good. You know, shit, bring us a little closer.
Bring it closer to us.
Yeah, yeah. This
Like that.
yeah, this both cameras can, yeah, both phones can hear both sides.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, so we back with another lesson to the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So we're gonna start by facing the east. Let's give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
that we give our praises to the Most High, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahweh, in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles and the Holy Spirit who taught us His truth. Honor to the brethren that labor in doing the work, push the gospels, risking their life and freedom to do so. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, which will be 1/3 of the Israelites. According to the scriptures, who will be the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Seminole Indians, who are turning back to the Most High, seeking their salvation by hearing and believing His word. All right, so today we're going to run through a few articles and talk about what it's leading to, because everything that's happening is prophecy. So, hey, Shalom, hey, to that brother Yahweh. So like I say, it's winter season, and
that victory.
oh yeah,
That
yeah,
victory.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can tell these people, they pride in their spirits ain't up like it was, a couple years back. We come out here in great boldness, and most people know that this ain't for them, so they keep it moving. A lot of people out with their families and their children, I be seeing men looking, but they already be knowing that they better keep it moving.
Right.
And shalom to that brother Kalab. How about you now, Tabarak? So shit, we gonna get started with the first article.
All right. First article I got is coming from the People's. Let me see. I think it's the People's. No, it ain't. Yeah, the People's Voice, and it says just came out today, February 18, 2024, and it says, U.S. general blows whistle on Chinese border crossers, and in quote, it says they are coming to slaughter us. See, hey, that's the enemy coming in like a flood, man. Hey.
You said that one more time, Lord Lauder.
Let's say it
I
again.
heard it.
All right, U.S. general blows whistle on Chinese border, and quote, they are coming to slaughter us.
Yeah, a sergeant, a whistleblower say that the Chinese coming to slaughter you Americans, because we not part of that, Lord willing. But yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read a little bit of it real quick, then we're gonna grab some precepts. And it says, a retired Air Force general has blown the whistle on the imminent threat facing Americans that nobody in the mainstream media appears to be talking about. So they got these people shook out here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it says, in quote, it says, according to General Blaine Holt, China is laying the groundwork for an attack against the U.S. by exploiting the porous, how you say that? The porous?
Yeah. Oh, porous open southern border.
Porous open southern border.
So porous is pretty much goes into openings, like the one at the border.
Okay, thank you. Right. And it says, tens of thousands of military-aged men have come across our border and are now in America, organized by group and nationality, Holt told the Gatesum Institute. Among them are terrorist state actors and particular members of People's Liberation Army of China. As we speak, these actors are training, making plans, obtaining weapons, watching our patterns, and learning our vulnerabilities.
Hey, that's nice. So yeah, he pretty much going into China laying the groundwork to invade America, because they, I think a lot of our imports in the ports are them operated by Chinese. Like America, they don't even operate all of that.
See?
The airports. Oh, they talk about how the Chinese got secret police stations in here. You be hearing about that? Like how it's a secret?
Right.
Everything we do,
God.
but Chinese got a secret police station.
Over there in Cuba, somewhere in Cuba, China got had a secret military base that America they knew about it, but they didn't bring it out to the media until like some last summer or some shit like that.
See
what I'm saying? So like you said, America got their hand in the pot too, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read a little bit more real quick though. He says, next he says, we are vulnerable to attack. hold continue our enemies eagerly await. It says China's expert Gordon Chang explained how this plan is part of China's unrestricted warfare doctrine, first outlined that Chinese agents, in addition to hobbling Americans with disease, gunning them down, could bomb power stations, attack military bases, start wildfires, poison surveyors,
Poison reservoirs.
poison reservoirs, or to create terror in dozens of ways, Chang wrote. These tactics are straight out of her Unrestricted Warfare 1990 book written by 2 Chinese Air Force colonels. Hey, man.
They say they got dozens of ways to terrorize this place. That includes starting wildfires, poisoning reservoirs. I think that goes in the bodies of water. What's the other one? Attacking power stations.
Bombing power stations, attack military bases.
And spreading disease over here. So, hey, war, like we've been saying, it ain't just the sword. They can be biological warfare through different diseases, and then through the spirit, we've been covering different pestilences lately.
Yep.
You know, all that stuff gonna come into play. You know, everything that Esau used against us with his diseases and spreading viruses is about to get used against his people.
Yep. Even just like now, that little 5-year-old boy who was in that immigration camp. A little 5-year-old boy in an immigration camp in Chicago. He had just recently passed away because he had the C stuff. He had Group A strep. He had two other diseases that we never even freaking heard of.
You're gonna have to bring that out next. One of us get to go to that article next time.
Man, and you know that just shows that what are they bringing over here? They bringing over these diseases. They bringing over these guns and all this stuff, man. So they ready.
If they ain't got the diseases when they get over here, Esau give it to them once they release it to the public.
Yep. All right. First precept I got, of course, Isaiah 59:19. So they shall fear the name of the Adonai Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy should come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And that's the point, man. The enemy coming in like a flood. They pouring in through these borders, man. You know, first they only said it was like 12,000, 15,000. Now, they came out and said it's over 6 million immigrants coming through America, man. Getting this free health care, getting, $1,000 a month on their debit cards and all this crap, man. They ain't got to pay nothing. You already know what they coming to do, man. They coming to destroy this place. Just like this general said, we under attack, man. You know what I'm saying? What was that movie you said? John Wick, where they was jumping out of trash cans and jumping out of trees, boy. Hey, man, when these blackouts happen, that purge happen, these immigrants gonna show their ass, man. Everything that they always dreamed of and planned to do, they're gonna be able to do it here. Because there ain't gonna be no police officers around. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an all-out blackout, all-out purge. The cell phone stuff ain't gonna work. The Wi-Fi ain't gonna be working. None of that shit, man. So these people that's at ease and that's living their best life, not paying attention to, the news or, whatever the prophet's bringing out, man, they in trouble.
You got Ezekiel 38 in there?
Ezekiel 38, I think 38:11.
Okay, but yeah, I say, they're gonna be at ease.
Yep.
That's known. That's a common trait for Americans. Being at ease.
Yep.
When there's chaos and war all across the earth. Being at ease in the most dangerous of times. The prophet said this a time such as never was. And he eating popcorn. It's handicapped people out here. You handicap out in America that with no protection.
Yep. I'm gonna grab that precept because that was the next one anyway. Ezekiel 38:11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil, to take a prey, and to turn the hand upon the desolate place that are now inhabited, upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land, man. So like you said, these people that are at ease, the people that got down in their bunkers, they got all this food and stuff, man. All that stuff is gonna get taken. That's the taking the spoil and taking the prey, man. Kidnap your wives, kidnap your children, kill the man, use them as sex slaves and as bargaining tools as well. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff is coming, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you people that's at ease, y'all need to wake up and pay attention because, soon here, man, this place is gonna be a big ass purge, a big ass war game.
Oh yeah. And Israel got a way up out of this. That's the whole reason for Yahweh shine his words to not take part in what the Lord about to do to this place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this and Isaiah, I say 14 and 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. So the worms covering this place is a metaphor. How you doing?
Doing well, how y'all?
You good? How
we
you
are
doing?
good. You know you an Israelite?
I'm sorry,
You know you an Israelite?
I'm not talking religion on the clock, man.
Oh,
Whatever
okay.
this is. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Bet. So it's not a religion, it's a bloodline.
I'll go do some research. Have a good one.
All right.
All right, you too. All right, so yeah, she came over here choosing. I'm trying
Right.
to see what her shirt say.
Says
So I'm guessing some kind of city
It
worker.
says Ambassador Downtown Dean.
So I'm guessing they probably somebody that probably keeping the eye,
Being nosy.
top
and shit.
flight, top
Right.
flight.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Yeah,
Run the cop in.
yeah. So the Lord said the worm is spread under thee and the worms cover thee. That's just a metaphor. You know how when you see worms and maggots, they devouring stuff. Hey, from the outside in and inside out. Well, that's what the Lord doing to this place with these plagues. You know, the Chinese coming over here kind of like worms over a dead carcass. They gonna undo this place.
Yep.
Not to mention you got potholes on in the streets, like something been eating at the streets anyway. You know, worms, they make things, they help in the process of things decaying, which America is decayed. It's holes all in the streets. The power grid is all weak. Internet service and phone service ain't the best as it used to be. The moral decay of society, and you got invaders coming into this place, kind of like worms and maggots may invade a dead carcass. And so the worms are spread over this place.
Right. Next precept I got is Jeremiah 49:31. And it says, arise, get you up into the wealthy nation. What's that wealthy nation? That's here, the American city of Babylon, man. And it said, that dwelleth without care, saith the Adawan Yahweh, which neither have gates nor bars, which dwell alone. Kind of similar to Ezekiel 38:11. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this place is going to be a spoil for all the immigrants, man. The women, the kids, you know, the meal day preppers, you know, everything you got put up, all that's going to get taken. And hey, your kids gonna get taken, your wife's gonna get taken. You ain't gonna have no choice, man, but to turn to Yahweh Shah. But the Lord not gonna hear you, man, because you don't want to listen now when the prophets out here on the streets. You don't want to pay attention to prophecy and the news that's going on. So you gonna get what you've been asking for, pretty much.
See, I'm gonna grab this in 2 Ezra 16. I think it's 43.
16 to 43.
I see. I'm gonna go down to 46.
Yep.
Hit 45.
Yep.
And therefore they that labor in vain. So people continuing to want to build their legacy, and here in America, when they see it's getting harder and harder to establish anything in this place. You know, the dollar collapsing, the cost of living is so damn high.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what the Lord said all day, that labor in vain. The dollar gonna collapse. So everything that you work for up until the day the dollar collapse is it's gonna be in vain. Everything gonna be of no use. Because to continue with your life from the point of the collapse of the dollar, you have to get the RFID market chip. Well, this is the point here. For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil you the goods, and overthrow their houses, and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. So yeah, strangers, rather they be the people that's crossing the border now, or other Americans and who you don't know. You know, they gonna take everything you got, and that's that.
I had a precept, Matthew 24:38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day of Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. Also, dancing, living in La La Land, walking around, eating ice cream, holding hands, enjoying their day off, man. You know, not paying attention to these prophecies, not knowing that the Lord is on his way back, not knowing these nuclear missiles about to hit this place. You know, got the RFID chip about to be brought out with Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the enemy coming like a flood, all these immigrants, they not coming over here just for show and tell, man. They coming over here to do Esau's orders and what he need him to do, man. So hey, y'all can keep living this merry, living that bliss life.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, man. You know, just living that bullshit if y'all want to, man. But soon reality gonna hit. You know, laugh now, cry later.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful when you do.
Kind. You know?
And that's why people don't want to hear the word.
Right.
So the Lord gonna take away all this stuff that's distracting you, where you gonna really you're not gonna desire nothing else but to seek the word, but it's gonna be too late.
Take away your coffee cups, take away your motorcycles you like to ride, take away your cars. Only that's he got in his hand. Take away your cars, all that, man. The video games, your electronics, anything that keep you distracted, man. All that is gonna be all for naught. Ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? So hey, y'all, live it up right now, cause soon all this shit finna be gone, man. That's the day we wait, man. We can't wait for the blackouts.
Oh yeah, let me look this up at Jeremiah real quick.
Yep. All right, go, man.
Man, I barely know. Let me see, this might be it. Let's go to Okay, this is Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So yeah, the point is, it says the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. And what is Babylon? That's America. What's the mighty men? It would be her military. And also their law enforcement and their militias. Because they're going to take part in the Civil War too. Really, you know, they're going to fight too, but this is the point here. You're going to read in the NLT. Yep. Her mightiest warriors no longer fight. They stay back in the barracks. Their courage have gone. They have become like women. The invaders have burnt their houses and broken down the city gates. So that's why, what was the title of that? That the sergeant, the whistleblower, pretty much terrified. To say that these Chinese coming to slaughter us.
Yep. Yeah, man. Scared as hell. And then he's talking about somewhere vulnerable. Hell yeah, this place is vulnerable, man. You know, everybody think America can't be beat because America been this, you know, this big bad wolf, the bully, for the longest. But now the bully about to get bullied. You know what I'm saying? So hey, they better wake the hell up. But they not, so they're gonna suffer their own fate.
Yeah, that's for damn. So let me go. All right, so this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, verse 21. Son of man, I have broken the arm of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. That goes into America. And lo, it shall not be bound up to be healed. To put a roller to bind it, to make it strong, to hold the sword. And that's pretty much the Lord weakening Esau's military here in America. You know, through the moral decay. You know, trainees and LGBTQT identifiers in the military bases. They lowering the standards to get into the military. You ain't gotta have a high school diploma or GED. Why? Because they have been a recruitment crisis. So what they trying to do? You know, they trying to heal their military. They trying to bind up the arm of Pharaoh that it may be healed. You know, to hold the sword so they can maintain that might. But the Lord is weakening this place. You know, so that's part of the reason why they got the migrants coming over here to do the work that the U.S. military wouldn't do, turning on their own people. And let's go down. Therefore, thus says the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and will break his arms, the strong and that which was broken, and I will cause the sword to fall out of his hand. And that's why I think Job 3:2, they say, let the weak say, I am strong. North Korea, Iran, other Middle East nations, China. But on the flip side, you know, you can also say, let the weak say, I am weak. How is America saying they weak? This guy said that the Chinese come to slaughter the Americans. You know, pointing to the fact that they don't got the strength to stop what's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, them just having a recruitment crisis, saying their numbers dropping.
God.
That's a strong now saying I am weak.
Got punk ass trannies and shit all in the damn military.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just emotional ass, feminine ass men.
Yep.
Don't even know what the hell to do with the damn selves, man.
Yep. So the Lord is against this play. That's why he's gonna break the arms and the strong, and cause the sword to fall out of his hand. So that's why the mighty man gonna be as women. They're not gonna want to stand up and fight.
God. You know, I got one more precept that similar to that about Pharaoh and the sword. Isaiah 31:1. Well, to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, need to seek the Adonai Yahweh. And just like you said, man, it says the horsemen because they are very strong. So that's Esau's in America's military. But what my cousin just bring out, it's weakening right now, man. You know, as I just said, you got a whole bunch of feminine ass men in the military. You got women who want to be men all up in the military. You know, they lowering their standards for people who don't even have a high school diploma or a GED to be in the military. You know, look at who the hell our president is, man. But this is the people who y'all trust in. Y'all trusting in this weak in the military, this punk ass president. You know, creepy ho Joe Biden, sleepy Biden. You know, these people not gonna be able to save you in a time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna be down in them bunkers saving their damn selves. They gonna leave y'all up here to get y'all ass killed and massacred, man.
So yeah, they trust in the chariots because they are strong and they are many. Esau's, military vehicles, weaponry. Yeah. The United States got many tanks, jet fighters. They got strong weaponry.
Yep.
But guess what? Back to Ezekiel 30:22, it says, "I'm against Pharaoh, king of Egypt. I will break his arms." So guess what? All his military vehicles and jet fighters and his weaponry is useless if you ain't got nobody to pick it up. You know, a weapon, a sword is useless if it ain't nobody to pick it up. The Lord said he had broken Pharaoh's arms. So Esau in the West, America, got all this military equipment and weaponry and military vehicles, but he ain't got nobody to operate it, to put hands to it. Because the sword is useless on its own. It got to be lifted up.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Lord broke the arms of Pharaoh. So he got all this stuff, but nobody is willing to wield it. You know, you ask people, they go into the military, especially these Edomites, they be like, what? No. What for?
Right. Even the ones, if you ask them if do they regret joining, they'll tell you, hell yeah, they regret joining this shit.
Yeah, they say they regret. They not re-enlisting next year. So yeah, the Lord has broken the arms of Pharaoh. So he got all this stuff, but nobody to use it. That's like you having a bunch of guns at the crib, but you done got into an accident and broke both your arms and both your hands. You're like, now them guns are just sitting there.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my last precept for that one. You want to go into yours now?
Yeah, bet. So we're going to grab this next article. Hey, Shalom. To daughter Yahweh. Shalom to Ed Cooper.
Shalom.
And that brother Mayaka Allah. And the brother Flyman.
What was that?
I seen them from time to time in the comments.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Shalom, Akim and Aquaf, the brothers and sisters. Yahweh Bashi Shabarak. They say it through the mic. Yeah, it's some of the weirdest people in America and Denton.
All kind of weird shit.
Yeah, it's all kind of weirdos out here.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to get into the next article. I updated it, picking it up, and it's still. Oh yeah, it's on Wi-Fi. It won't auto rotate.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we mentioned this article briefly yesterday, but it says Klaus Schwab, aka Cotton Swab, says humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. So again, humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. Now, how are you going to merge with AI? By getting the mark of the beast, the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip that goes in the right hand. And also Elon Musk Neuralink brain chip that's gonna go in and around your foreheads. That's how you're gonna merge with AI. But we're gonna get into it with the scriptures. Let me read some of this article real quick. I don't think it's much, but let's see what we got. World Economic Forum founder Cotton Swab, aka Klaus Schwab, has warned that humans who refuse to merge with artificial intelligence will soon find that they have no place in society. Speaking at the 2024 World Government Summit, Cotton Swab declared that humanity is transitioning into a new era where humankind will transition into the intelligent age. Yeah, we is going into a transition, but not the way that they see it. But we're gonna get more into that transition in the middle of these articles. But you know, he say that we entering the age of intelligence, which that's in the scripture as well. Can you jump to Daniel 12:4?
Yep.
We're gonna show what time we in right now here at the end.
Now we have the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 4. And it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased."
So yeah, shut up the words of the book, meaning conceal this information. You know, the understanding of the Holy Bible until the time of the end. And at that time of the end, knowledge will be increased. And people in the world always use that scripture to say, yeah, science, technology is increasing, but it ain't just talking about that. It's talking about the understanding of the scriptures. So you got the wisdom of the world increasing on the left-hand side, the side of wickedness, but now we got the understanding of the scriptures increasing on the right-hand side, the side of righteousness. So yeah, we in that age of intelligence here at the end.
People coming to that conclusion.
And everything these devils say, it always lined up, you know, with prophecy. So now we're gonna go to the book of Revelation 6 and 4. I'm gonna grab this one. If you can grab Psalms 83. I'm thinking start at verse 2.
Yep.
But see, you know, they say humans who refuse to merge the AI will go extinct. Well, just to say it right now before we get to the scripture, how are people gonna go extinct? Because Esau gonna kill them. He making it seem like people just gonna die off naturally. No, Esau, what he's saying is that people who refuse to merge the AI, these Edomites gonna kill you. Which the scriptures say that too. Because really, these devils got a depopulation agenda. Matter of fact, my bad. If you jump to Matthew 24, verse 21 instead.
Yep.
And I'm gonna grab this real quick. Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was raised, and power was given to him that sat thereon. So it's not so much about the horse, but the rider of this horse. And being in the horse symbolizes being in a position of power. Like how the book of Ecclesiastes say, I seen kings walking and servants sitting on horses. Well, that servant would be Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know, at his birth, it said that the elder, being Esau, would serve the other. So it's the rider of this horse, and you know, Esau came out red all over, and this is a red horse, so red power. And power was given to him thereon to take peace from the earth. And what's the opposite of peace? Chaos and war. We see that we in a time of wars and rumors of wars. Let's continue. That they should kill one another, and it was given unto him the great sword. So the people on the earth, he would take peace from the earth, and people would kill one another by this sword. And that's what's going to be used to make this next transition. It's called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Everything is going digital, becoming compatible with AI, everything electronic. They got everything set in place. So now these devils gonna use that sword to kill anybody who refuses. You got that real quick.
Yep. Now we have the book of Matthew. Oops.
We're gonna show that these devils really got a depopulation agenda, and that if it was up to him, Esau eat on the white man, that life will go extinct here on the earth.
You know, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21 to 22. Or 22 as well, or just 21?
Yeah, 21.
All right. For then shall, Slakia, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor even shall be. And except those days should be shortened, and there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
So we're in a time of tribulation right now. That just goes into trouble. But we hitting that time of great tribulation. You know, a time of trouble that the world has never seen before and will never see again. Time of trouble so great that no flesh will be saved. It will that all life on earth will go extinct through this devil's diseases and viruses that he's spreading, deforestation, contaminating all the waters, all the air, all the soil, all life. Everything got GMO in its genetic makeup. Not to mention these devils killing everybody firsthand, but also they nuclear weapons. Because even after the destruction, you have a nuclear winter. All the dust and debris that's radioactive, that's going to circulate the earth, block out the sun, kill all life on earth.
Remember that article came out with disease X supposed to kill what, 600 million people?
Oh yeah, they said the disease X is gonna kill. It's gonna be 20 times more deadlier than the COV.
Yep.
So yeah, if it was left up to this devil, Cotton Swab, and his other homies, there would be no life on earth. Hey, but the Lord got other plans for that. That's why he said what? He's shortening the days. Not to save all life, but to save the elect. Now, let me see what we got. And I seen a video, a fake Jewish rabbi. He said that so-called black people got no place in this new world order. So I'm gonna jump to Psalms 83. You get Psalms 83 too?
Yeah, I got it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Psalms 83. You get 64.
64?
Psalm 64 and 6. Psalms 83. So yeah, he says so-called blacks ain't got no room, no place in the New World Order. We know that includes, you know, especially the children of Israel. So we're gonna go here to Psalms 83, which those who are study already know what we're going into. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, children of Israel. Have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And for a time, you know, the name of Israel was no more in remembrance. You know, the rest of the world know who we were, but we, the people of Israel, we lost memory of who we were, you know, being them lost sheep. But through divine intervention, by the sending of the Holy Spirit, the Lord has stirred up our minds by remembrance, you know, teaching us all things. Now we know who we are. So these double sheep, they can't stop the great awakening. So what? They're going to come down with great wrath, and they're going to cut off Israel by force. So that what? That the bloodline of Israel would be nowhere in the earth. Because they already been trying to commit genocide against us. Through their hokey pokes that we take growing up. You know, those are designed to target and destroy our genes. You know, the stuff in the food, in the water, in the medicine is supposed to make us infertile. Now they trying to make our people LGBTQ identifiers. You know, even through all of that, they're gonna come with World War III. See, they can't stop us from waking up. So they gotta come down with great wrath, meaning full force. So that's why you got all these Chinese coming over here, amongst other people. You know? But even past that, it's gonna be the nuclear destruction. And we got it in the next article, what the cuz gonna get, but at least they're gonna say they underground bunkers. And best believe, ain't no Israelites in them underground bunkers.
Hell no.
Rick Ross say he got one, but just believe they didn't build his underground bunker right. Yeah, that mother big.
He's beautiful too.
They beautiful. I still jack it up.
Oh, hell yeah. They got that knees, legs, I think. hip problems. You kick him right in his shit.
Yeah, huge dog. Yeah. So yeah, Cotton Swab, these Edomites, they want the name of Israel to be no more remembered. They can't stop us from waking us up, so they're gonna cut us off by force. That's why this is known as a time of Jacob's trouble. This ain't Edomites' trouble. This ain't Moab's trouble. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. This is our tribulation. It's just everybody else gonna be caught up in the crossfire. And because it's us, that's the biggest threat to Esau's rulership.
That's why, remember, we brought up the article last Saturday, but Bill Gates hiring 200,000, 200 million
like 2 million
power troopers or whatever
to censor the internet.
Yeah, man. That's because this truth is what's bothering them. You know, we going against their agenda.
See, they trying to stop the truth from going out, but it already went out. Even when they shut the internet down, even with the blackout, even in the lockdown, we still got the testimony. Roughly paraphrasing, one of the new books of the Gospels, I believe, it say, bind up the testimony among the prophets. So like the movie with Denzel Washington.
Which one?
When he had the word, damn, I forgot.
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli. You know, the whole time he was blind, but what the word was binded up in them. So they can take the books, take the phones, all of that. The word is already in us.
Yeah.
And then even then, we can still wake up others. But they're going to have to come down with great force to make war with those who keep the commandments and got the testimony of Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
So yeah, so of course that people gonna go extinct who refuse to merge with artificial intelligence. So we have Psalms 83. You know, they have said, "Come, let us cut them off for being a nation, that Israel may be no more remembrance." And let's grab that in Psalm 64.
Now we got the book of Psalm 64 and 6, 64 and 4, or 64 and 6. They search out iniquities.
Yeah.
Right? 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
They accomplish a diligent search. And what are they searching out? They seeking out. Oh, that's why Yahweh Shai say the devil come to steal, kill, and destroy. So these devils are here to destroy all life on earth, especially Israelites. So can you read that precept again?
Yep. Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
So they accomplish a diligent search. They search out iniquity. What? All the top scientists of the world, all of the things they could have came together and put their minds together. What did they come up with? A nuclear missile, disease X, the COVID-19, HIV, chemtrails. So they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, but nothing that they put their mind to is an effort to preserve or restore life here on earth. It's to take life from earth to destroy life on earth.
They're using all these things to get rid of the Israelites, man.
Yep, first and foremost.
Because we so damn strong and built different. You know what I'm saying? We've been through so much, can't too much really, these diseases still ain't harmed us none too much, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he came out and said we need more of the African American,
Latinos, Hispanics to get that hokey pokey.
Yeah. They know what it is, man. We built for this though. The Lord didn't make no mistake when he made us, man.
Yeah,
you know
they put trillions of dollars into making these nuclear bombs. They could have came together and said, let's find out how to purify water. Let's find out how to gather water from the air.
Right.
Because that's pretty much what rain is. It evaporates and come down. They could have looked at things like that. Let's figure out how to store energy from the sun to stop relying on power grids and fossil fuels digging into the earth. But again, they came with HIV, nuclear missiles, and because remember Revelation 6:4, power was given to him that sat on the horse to take pieces from the earth, and he was given a great sword. It's not a literal sword; it's a spiritual sword, but it can manifest into a literal sword. That spiritual sword can manifest many things. It could manifest tanks and jet fighters, or it could manifest blankets with smallpox and yellow fever. Or it could manifest the Chinese people that's been sent over here with many diseases that Esau going to affect them with. And Ezekiel, I believe 21 say that the sword is given to the hands of the slave. So what? Esau is using his blessing and his knowledge of the sword and giving it to these other people. That's why those in the earth gonna kill each other.
Yep.
That's why it's gonna be Egyptian against Egyptian. Every man fighting against his brother and his neighbor. Esau done taking his blessing, which is really a blessing of death, and extended it to the people. And that's why peace gonna be taken from the earth. That's how people will go extinct. It would be the knowledge of the sword.
See you on Valhalla.
Hey, what up, bro?
What do you say?
It's so weird. So yeah, they accomplish the diligent search. They search out iniquity. Their heart, their mind is very deep when it pertains to taking life from earth. But that's why Yahweh Shai said on the flip side, I am come that they may have more life, that they may have life and have it more abundantly. So Yahweh Shai is here to restore and preserve life. Esau is here to take life. And let's go. You grab Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yep. I'm gonna grab the next one for you. Oh yeah, grab yours.
All right. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
That's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. For example, it said he enlargeth his desire as hell, cannot be satisfied. That's the spirit the brother got to say, your kingdom come. Hey, the kingdom is coming to the nation of Israel. Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans.
Yep.
And that's why it says your kingdom. Yep. You know, I think called it a personal pronoun. It ain't for everybody.
Yep.
But yeah, Esau the white man, he cannot be satisfied. He got control of the whole earth, but he still ain't happy. Not even the microchip people. For what? You can already track us by our phones and our vehicles and our devices. You already got us caught up in this digital web.
Yep.
But they ain't satisfied. You know? But also it say he is as death. Because again, he takes peace from the earth. His blessing is a spiritual soul. So that's the knowledge to take life from the earth. He can weaponize anything, any and everything. And I'm gonna get this in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 25. So remember, it said that he is as death. He heapeth unto him all people and gather of all nations. Ain't America the most diverse country in the world? He gathered the world's top scientists, physicians, chemists, and all people who come over here.
Melting pot.
Yeah, that melting pot. So and guess what? All these people that's gathered over here, they getting ready to die here. Yeah, they getting ready to die here. That's why this place is the valley of the shadow of death. And about this character, death, you know, who would take peace from the earth. Let's read this in 1 Corinthians 15 and 26. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. You know, Christians got no idea what that means. You know, they think that means that people not gonna die no more. Yeah, death, you know, which is a curse of the law. You know, that's gonna be no more because we're gonna be made perfect. So the house of Israel would never die. But there's actually a character who is likened unto death. We find out it was Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, whose blessing was a sword. And when they make death in like fantasy art, you know, he holds that reaper, that scythe, that's the sword. Wasn't Esau, Edom given a great sword? So that's just Esau in the costume. So yeah, this last enemy that's gonna be destroyed is death. And who's gonna destroy him? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because this last enemy, death, would be the last kingdom to be ruling the earth before the return of Yahweh Shai. Let's see what we got. Yeah, and not to mention, he said all people will become extinct who refuse to merge with AI. You know, he left out the part that he's going to be killing people who refuse. So this man is literally as death. Oh, Bill Gates said that population growth amongst people is a scary thing. And he said his goal is to reduce the population. You know, through his hokey pokes, the different things he's pushing out to the public. But population growth is none of his concern. But why would population growth or why would life be scary? Because he is death. He's death in the flesh. All right, you got Proverbs 26, 27? Yeah. So yeah, these devils got a depopulation agenda, extermination agenda against the people of Israel. But let's see how that's gonna play out for them.
All right, Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth the stone, it will return upon him.
So the Lord said, you know, he who dig a pit gonna fall therein. He's digging the pit. He's rolling the stone. It's gonna return on him. Obadiah 1 and 15, it says, you know, concerning the heathen nations, as you have done, it will be done unto you. So these devils got a depopulation, extermination agenda against Israel. Well, in the end, it's him that's going to be exterminated by the hand of the Lord. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Man, I'm making it. You see yourself on this sign? So yeah, so pretty much we going into Bible prophecy.
One
So,
more time?
huh?
One more time?
We're going into Bible prophecy. I don't know if you believe in the Bible or not or read it, but so pretty much the Bible speaks of events that's going to come to the earth. And one of those many prophecies is America being destroyed. You know, it speaks about Babylon the Great that's going to be burned by fire. And that fire is going to come by nuclear missiles. So China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, you know, all these countries that got nuclear weapons, they're going to come to the conclusion that to sort of have some kind of peace in the earth, they got to destroy America. So you know it's a bunch of countries at war right now. They're going to shift their focus to America. And the Lord is going to come back to save a remnant of his people. This will be a better depiction of the Messiah, who the Lord calls Jesus Christ. So the Lord going to save a remnant of his people while the nukes destroy a good portion of the earth. And then after that, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established on earth. And these people going to be in power as people of Israel. The so-called African Americans, Latin Americans, and Native Americans, they're the next future rulers of the earth. And being the people of Israel, the Lord's people, but just some more pictures to show that we really the people of the book, you know, some visuals. Yeah, that's about it. It's gonna be nationwide blackouts. The food in the store is gonna go empty. Cell phones, computers, vehicles gonna stop working. All these Chinese and foreigners and other people that's coming into America at the southern border, they're gonna invade this place. So yeah, America gonna get directly involved in this World War III. And then over here, this will be the people in power, white people. The Bible calls them Edomites. And these people will be in power before the return of the Messiah. And we actually talking about how the Bible says the last enemy that should be destroyed is death. Well, that's the character of death. The people who take peace from the earth. So that's pretty much a summary of it. You got any questions or?
I don't have any questions.
Oh, that's bad. Hey, thanks for stopping by. That's pretty much a summary. All right, take care now.
You too. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. You too. Y'all believe in the Bible?
Which parts?
Shit, all of it. So we believe in the Bible, but not the way that the Christian church taught it. So we just out here going into some Bible prophecy. Yeah, so pretty much. Yeah, that's what we out here for. Feel free. So pretty much, the Bible, the Lord had a chosen people, the people of Israel. It's not the Jewish or the Israelis that's over there right now. It would be the African Americans, Latin Americans, and Native Americans. And that's based off Deuteronomy chapter 28. The Lord said his people will be in captivity and be oppressed in the last days for disobeying them way back. And it's obviously, who's oppressed in these last days. And these are some pictures showing what the ancient Israelites, actually look like. And then I don't know if y'all know the story about Moses in Egypt, but the Lord destroyed Egypt to free his people. America is referred to as spiritual Egypt in the book of Revelation. So the Lord now is going to set his sights on America to bring this place down, to set his people on top once again. Before that happens, Mark of the Beast going to come on the scene. That's an RFID microchip. That's going to have the central bank digital currency. That's going to be owned by the government. And the only way you can access that digital money is by getting a microchip placed in your hand. That's why you see new ways to pay. You can just wave your credit card chip. Well, that's why they always talk about identity theft, accounts being hacked. They're gonna say a way to solve that is to put your bank account in your hand. So that's gonna be the new way of paying for everything. After that, so the world gonna end by fire. But again, this got nothing to do with the Christian church. That fire is going to come by nuclear missiles. The Bible refers to the missiles as arrows. And America would be...
Interesting stuff.
Yeah. But
food for thought.
Yeah, definitely. Ezekiel 33:33 says, these things shall come to pass. And when they do, the people will know that a prophet had been among them. There's many people that use the book, but only a certain people is going to be right. So you would know, so the world would know who truly had the understanding of the book and who the true people of the Lord are by seeing things happen themselves. So if they happen the way we kind of just described, we had the true understanding and would be the true people.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's a summary of it.
Okay, cool.
Very cool. Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
thank you for your explanation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, Shalom to the brother Daniela, our reasonable service. Shalom to Princess Tamar, the water for tuning in. Shalom to that brother King serving Yahweh Shah. Oh yeah, you about to go in. Hey, Yahweh Shema Shabarak Dami, y'all. Since we on this subject of death, what was the last thing we grabbed? Oh yeah, that Proverbs 26:27. So everything these devils have imagined against us, exterminating Israel, is going to be done to them. That's why the Lord said, he who dig a pit and roll a stone, he shall fall therein, and that stone shall roll upon him. So we're going to grab this from the brother Mayaka Ab, Proverbs 27:20. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of men are never satisfied. Perfect. That's a perfect precept to go with Habakkuk 2:5. He enlargeth his desire as hell. We know that hell is the grave. So just like the grave is never full, and the earth always got room for more dead bodies. Well, so are the eyes of man, especially Esau Edom. He got control of all the resources. Air is free. He pollute the air and then charge you for air. Mm-hmm. You need oxygen tanks. He pollute the water and then sell water right back to you. Mm-hmm. He make you sick and then make you buy the medicine when the fruits of the earth should be the medicine, but he contaminated that too. He owned us as a people. That's why we got birth certificates, social security numbers. Still ain't satisfied. Nope. He want to have complete control of people. In a post through his medicines, he's trying to separate the body from the spirit, or you be disconnected from your own spirit.
Witchcraft.
Yeah, they said the hokey pokey was supposed to do that. So yeah, these people never satisfied. And that lines up perfectly with Habakkuk 2 and 5. Because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desirous hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied. So yeah, he not even satisfied with life in the earth. He gotta take life from the earth. Then he'll be satisfied. And what you think these devils would do if they exterminated everybody? They're gonna be in the underground bunkers turning on themselves. They're gonna get bored and start killing each other. Why? Because he was given a sword. How they say in the world, bullets ain't got no names. Sword and weaponry ain't got no names. But these devils will turn on each other next. Habakkuk 2 and 6. So now all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, and to him that latheth himself with thick clay. Thick clay goes into thick depths. You know, how long? You know, he who robs and destroys the earth and everybody in it. You know how they say every dog got his day? You know, you see somebody got a long track record, they're a major criminal in the earth.
Yeah.
You just be knowing like, hey man, they gonna get it one day. Hey, same with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And it says that those should take up a parable against them. So it's not just us, the other nations, the other countries, they waiting for these devils to fall too. So you got Matthew 24 and 22, we're gonna bring this out again. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved. But for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. And yeah, and we see time is flying by right now. 2023 flew by, this year gonna be faster. I hope it speed up some more.
We're already towards the end of the month.
Yup. And this is for the brother Mayat, the honor brother, Revelation 13 and 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. So yeah, you know, this Esau Edom, whose blessing is a sword, that rider that sit upon a red horse, who's given a great sword, well, part of that sword is to make war against the saints. Hey, so the sword do got a name on it in this sense. You know, amongst taking peace from the earth, you know, the top enemy is the saints of the Most High. And to overcome them, and power was given him over kindreds, tongues, and nations. So yeah, you know, he was given the power to overcome us. He gonna wear us out, but you know, the word is gonna overcome, which is gonna get that in a minute. But yeah, you know, he was given power over the kindreds, tongues, and nations. So he's, you know, the dominant ruler of the earth. According to verse 8, you know that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Like, so everybody outside of the elect, whose names are written in the book of life, and they're gonna fall either by this double sword, and those of our people who are not of the elect, they're gonna fall to the devices of the devil, to his plans and schemes. All right, let's jump to let's jump to Wisdom of Solomon. Matter of fact, you get Job 14 and 5. I'm gonna get Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1.
First or yours first?
Some of that is real good. So again, you know, Kai Swab, he said all people who refuse to merge with AI will go extinct. Because why? These devils, they're gonna kill off everybody. But see, the reason he wanna do that, because prophecy say he's gonna go extinct, and they know it. So we're gonna get this in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, we're gonna start from the top. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious. This is not just our individual lives. You know, you dying at 25 or 30, that life goes into the life of a kingdom. They time to be in power. You know, they only got a season. So again, our life is short and tedious. And in the death of a man, there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. They here for now, but what the Lord about to do to them, it's gonna be like they never been here. You know how they want the name of Israel to be, how they want no remembrance of Israel to be in the earth, or there's gonna be no remembrance of Esau, Edom in the kingdom. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and the little spark in the movement of our heart. So yeah, you know, the time of Esau here in the earth is but a vapor. It's here 1 second, it's gone the next. Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as a soft air. So yeah, so they about to turn to ashes. You know, not only by the nuclear missiles, but by the concentrated laser beams of fire on these chariots. Not to mention the men of the Lord are going to be giving them spiritual powers to turn these folks to ashes. Not to mention Obadiah 1 and 18, that we going to burn up the house of Esau, Edom, and that there will be none remaining of the house of Esau. And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And that's the point of the nuclear missiles, is to cleanse the earth of any remembrance of Esau, Edom. It ain't gonna be a McDonald's, it ain't gonna be a chemtrail. It ain't gonna be no gas and oil spills, it ain't gonna be no GMO food, plants, and animals. All right, bet.
Job 18, 14 to 17,
Oh,
it
perfect.
says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his.
Yeah, ain't none of his, you know, he stole all this stuff.
Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation.
Nuclear missiles, the brimstone.
His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off.
They gonna be dried up and cut off. What's gonna be dried up? The nuclear missiles. They're gonna be dried up by that great heat. That's why we just read, they say our body's gonna turn to ashes.
Yep.
So the roots gonna be dried up beneath, and the branches gonna be cut off above. What's the branches that's left remaining after the nuclear missiles? They're gonna be cut down too by the prophets, the fishers, that's gonna be turned into hunters.
And last one, his remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street.
His memory, his remembrance is gonna perish from the earth. You're gonna have no name in the street. That ain't just like, have you seen the Edomite lately? No, that goes into a genetic extermination. It's not gonna be any, it's not gonna even be any people that's mixed with Edomite.
Hey, look what 19 say. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling.
So you're gonna have no son or nephew, that's how you cut off the bloodline, and none remaining in his brothers.
Yeah.
In the kingdom of heaven, after the time is finished building up our kingdom, there's gonna be generations of people that come after who don't even know what an Edomite is.
I'm like, what the hell is that?
See, these devils know they're gonna go extinct, so they wanna try to make everybody else go extinct to save themselves. Mainly being the people of Israel. So when they say those who refuse to merge the AI gonna go extinct, that's pointed at Israel. How the book of Psalms say, they wet their swords like a tongue, and their words are like bitter arrows. You know, a sword, an arrow shot from a bow got a target. These things that they speak, it's really directed at us. But they gotta keep it broad and general, you know, so their cover is not blown. All right, and our names shall be forgotten in time. No man shall have our works in remembrance. So all traces of Esau gonna be left, gonna be wiped out, turned to dust. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud. That's by that fervent heat. Shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof. You know, the beams of the sun goes into those laser beams from the chariots. The men of the Lord gonna have them laser beams too. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no return. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. So they say at their end is no return. They understand that part about prophecy, and that's evident now. We going into how the Haughty people do language. You know how they birth rate is decreasing, their death rates is increasing. They got erectile dysfunction. They infertile. Their uteruses don't work. The sun killing them. They got the highest rates of skin cancer. I think the animals attacking them the most out of all people too.
Especially in that water.
Yup, and not to mention the Lord got his eyes set on Esau Edom. So he know that he's at his end. But what he's trying to do, he's trying to extend his rulership by merging man with machine, with AI, to have control of the people. He's trying to extend his life in the earth as a nation by merging with machine as well. I don't know what's the movie. I don't know if it's Ant-Man or an Iron Man, but the Edomite, it was on his head and his neck. And they pretty much put his head on a robotic body. So that's why these Edomites want to merge themselves with machines. Because you give them enough time, you know they would die off naturally. And because the earth is against them. But they want to preserve themselves by merging with machine as well. You know, they could, and that's why you got the brain chip. With that brain chip, they want to be able to download their memories and download their conscious and transfer it to a robotic body. Like how you might take something from your computer and put it on an external hard drive. Esau want to do that with their memories and their conscious. So we're gonna get into that next. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's next week. Oh, let's grab that real quick.
Which one? Which one was it?
Job 14:5. So they know that, you know, at the end there's no return. So they'll know that they can't come back, but they got to make that transition. Because see, that's what it says in the article, that, you know, people have to transition into robotic bodies. But a great transition is coming, only amongst Israel, which we're going to get that too.
Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So the Lord said the bounds that they cannot pass. He said what? The days in the months are with the Most High. So these devils got a set hour of a day, of a month, of a year that their rulership won't go past. And after that, they got a set hour of a day, of a month, of a year, after our kingdom is built up, that they're going to be exterminated. So yeah, you know, they in a race against time, and they can't do nothing against it. But you get Isaiah 14:14 too. Yeah.
Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Hey, right there, they said they're going to be like the Most High. And then going back to this article, let me get that. Speaking at the 2024 World Government Summit, Cotton Swab declared that humanity is transitioning into a new era where humankind will transition into the age of intelligence. And that's by having these microchips implanted into the body. You know, having robotic pieces attached to the body. You know, they think they can make humans faster, smarter, and stronger by becoming cyborgs. But that's why they say they want to be like the Most High, because the Bible speaks of a great transition. So Esau want to transition too, to preserve his kingdom and to preserve his nation here in the earth. So we're going to get this transition real quick. Back to 1 Corinthians chapter 15. I think we're going to start at verse 52. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. What's another word for a change? A transition. And let's see what that change is for us, beginning with the elect. For this corruptible must put on incorruption. What that means? This mortal must put on immortality. So we're going to transition into immortal bodies. Smarter, faster, stronger. What? And Esau want to do that too. Become smarter, faster, stronger by becoming a cyborg. Getting different microchips planted into the brain, to merge themselves with artificial intelligence, to be able to think and pretty much have computers merge with the mind. You know, they got Iron Man suits. They say they can make them run stronger or run faster and be stronger.
Super soldiers and shit.
Oh yeah, super soldiers by genetic manipulation. So they want to transition too, because really they got no choice. The sun killers. So that's the purpose of the brain chip. They want to take their conscious and be able to transfer it into a computer to have these robotic bodies. So that's why they say, you know, humans gonna become extinct if they don't merge with AI. Yeah, they're gonna become extinct because the Lord tearing them up, drying them up. So they gotta merge with AI in hopes to survive. But they also want us to merge with AI too, because that way they can have complete control over us. So yeah, he wanna be like the Most High, and he wanna have his own sort of great transition. You know, that's they immortal body, being in a robotic body.
Is that it, cuz?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this last one of Revelation 13 to 14. But yeah, but immortality, you know, that's a blessing only reserved for Israel. Beginning with the elect first. Revelation 13 to 14. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which they had power to do in the sight of the beast. And what is those miracles? Merging man with machine, making the paralyzed people walk again, making blind people see, making deaf people be able to hear, transferring the conscience of a dying person into a robotic body. People gonna be deceived by those miracles, which he had the power to do. And by the power of what? By the power of his technology. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right, this is the other point. He had power to give life to the image of the beast. Image of the beast is everything Esau built up. It's a reflection of him. But his baby, his perfect creation, is going to be this digital society. And it said that to give life to the image of the beast. And that's through artificial intelligence. You know, the different machines and gadgets that he's creating going to be able to think and speak for itself. So to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And what Cotton Swab say? Those who don't merge with AI will become extinct. So those who don't worship the image of the beast are going to go extinct. As it's left up to Esau Edom. How do you worship the image of the beast? You got to become part of it by having the mark of the beast, these different microchips, implanted into the human body, as well as other things that they will come up with in the future. And guess what? You know, the Lord gonna rain down on them with fire and brimstone. He gonna rain on their parade. All right, that's it.
That's good, bro. All right, next article we got. It says, what the fuck? It says Bible prophecy is coming true as claims billionaires build huge underground bunkers.
Hey, see, that's why these billionaires building these underground bunkers. Because the Lord about to rain that fire and brimstone on them. All right, so yeah, you know, we talked about how they know they're gonna go extinct. That's why they going underground. Yeah. So we're gonna hear what the article got to say.
It says some of the richest men on earth are building doomsday bunkers in a move that was predicted in the last and most dramatic book of the Bible, according to Leader Podcasting. It has recently emerged that Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg, currently ranked 4th on the Forbes billionaires list, has spent $187 million on a 16,000 acre patch on the land of Hawaii. See, that's why they had the wildfires out there.
Yeah.
Cleared all the people up.
Yep. His ass death.
Yep. He reportedly building a luxury ranch incorporating a 5,000 square foot underground bunker, complete with its own emergency and food supplies. The bunker beneath Zuckerberg's Kalu Ranch is expected to feature a giant metal door filled with concrete, a feature typical of nuclear bomb shelters.
See? In other words, yeah, these underground bunkers are nuclear bomb shelters. So they know what's coming. They know they're going to go extinct. And this is an effort to preserve themselves. They thinking they're going to rise from the ashes.
All right, first precept I got, Revelation 6:15 through 17. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
That's the underground bunkers.
Huh.
That's what they're doing right now.
And he said it to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, which Yahushua, from the great day of his wrath is come, who shall be able to stand?
And what's that great day of his wrath? The day of doom, the day of destruction. Believe in Isaiah chapter 13, verses 5 through 6. Which that day of destruction, the day of the Lord is going to come by the weapons of his indignation, the nuclear missiles. That's why it's known as a nuclear bomb shelter. And that's what? That's the Lord said, he who rolled a stone, it shall fall back upon him. So he built the nuclear missiles to destroy others. Well, all those same people going to use them nuclear missiles against him.
Yeah, just like he said, man, they know what they was doing, you know, oppressing the people, whitewashing the Lord, changing the name, you know, just keeping us away from our Lord, giving us all these different religions. You know, deforestation, was it polluting the water, the air, and all that stuff, man? They know what they're doing, man. And that's why they hide from the Lord. They knew they was wrong. But the Lord is going to, like you said, he's going to come back with great wrath, and he's going to take over these nations and destroy these people, man. You know?
Yeah, that's straight up.
Yeah. All right. Next precept I got is Amos, chapter 9, verse 1 and 3, out of the NLT. And it says, I saw a vision of the Lord standing beside an altar. He said, strike the tops of the temple columns so that the foundations will shake. Bring the roof down on the heads of the people below. I will kill with the sword those who survive. No one will escape. Even if they dig down to the place of the dead, I will reach down and pull them up. Even if they climb into the heavens, I will bring them down. Even if they hide at the very top of Mount Carmel, I will search them out and capture them. Even if they hide at the bottom of the ocean, I will send the serpent after them and bite them. That's that Leviathan. Ain't it?
So what's that serpent? That's Leviathan.
Kind.
And why do you think these white folks be doing all this underwater, deep in the ocean exploration?
And in space too.
They're looking for hiding spots. The Lord's gonna send a serpent known as Leviathan at them.
Yeah.
And it ain't just one of them. And he say, although they climb into heaven, he's gonna bring them down. Why do you think they do space exploration? International Space Station.
Got luxury suites and shit.
Yup, and Elon Musk got a space shuttle called the Dragon. You know, lined up with the book of Revelation, where Satan and where the dragon and his angels went to war with Yahushua. So they up there trying to hide too. Underground bunkers, they carving out the mountains. Ain't no escaping the Lord.
Ain't no escaping the Lord. And the last precept I got, Revelation 19, 11 through 18 out of NLT, and it says, I saw heaven open, and the white horse was standing there. It was a rider named Faithful and True, for he judges fairly and wages righteous war. His eyes were like flames of fire, and on his head were many crowns, because he's taking over all these nations. A name was written on him that no one understood except himself. He wore a robe dipped in blood, and his title of the word of God. The armies of heaven, dressed in the finest pure white linen, follow him on white horses. From his mouth came a sharp sword to strike down the nations. He will rule them with the iron rod. He will release the fierce wrath of God, the Almighty, just like juice flowing from the winepress. On his robe, his thigh was written this title, King of all kings, Lord of all lords. Then I saw angels standing in the sun, shouting, voices flying high in the sky, come, gather together for a great banquet.
Can you tell us what this is about?
So we're going into Bible prophecy. So, you know, in the Bible, the Lord had a chosen people, the Israelites. So it's not the Israelis and the Jewish people in the land today. You know, over time, people migrate, people go into slavery, people steal lands. But the people of Israel would be the African Americans, the Latin Americans, and the Native Americans. And we got a few pictures that show that we were those people, the people of the book. But especially when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the Lord said, you know, to his people, if you disobey me, I'll put these curses on you. And the curses of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verses 15 through 68, is all the curses. Pretty much being oppressed and at the bottom of society. And we best fit those curses. So, according to archaeology and Bible prophecy, we would be those people. And
Can I take a picture, please?
oh yeah, go ahead. I'll flip them over. You know,
Can I
that's
have you all in the picture?
No, don't put me in there. Put me in there.
I'll just have your feet in it then.
That's fine.
yeah. If you want the other side, I'll flip it over. And we got scripture on a lot of the stuff, so people can read for themselves. That's what we encourage the people to do.
I just think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Would you put it over? I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
Are y'all with a certain organization?
No, we solo, but there's many other people, you know, across the really America that's also bringing out the word. The media might call us Hebrew Israelites. A lot of it, but the media, propaganda. They give us a negative image. You know, it's some people that bring drama into it, but the Lord was sending people to spread His word in the last day. So we just doing that. So the summary of it is, you familiar with the story of Moses in Egypt? So the Lord's people was in captivity there and oppressed. And the Lord pretty much brought down Egypt to free His people. So the Lord's going to do that to America. America in the book of Revelation is known as spiritual Egypt. So the Lord going to, bring this place down to set His people back on top. And after it's all said and done, it's got nothing to do with the Christian church. But most people can agree that the Bible say the world going to end by fire. That fire will come by nuclear missiles. That's why you see all these countries scrambling to build up their nuclear missile arsenal. They go out like China, Russia, North Korea. They all at war right now. They're gonna shift their focus to America. Like if you read Revelation, the 18th chapter, pretty simple chapter. It gives a very great illustration.
I actually read Revelation. It's very interesting. It's actually my favorite. Where are
Nice.
y'all from?
Oh,
Are you from here?
yeah, we just live in town.
Okay.
Yeah, you should read Revelation 18 again. I think it's like 20-something verses, but it talks about how the ships at sea and the cargo ships gonna be off the shores of America when they see this place burning. And we know that a lot of the cargo ships are at sea right now because I forget the name of it. But there's a water passage in the Middle East that's blocked right now because of the war in the Middle East, and they gotta reroute and go south of Africa through the Atlantic. So you got a lot of ships that's at sea right now trying to get over here. And those same ships gonna see this place burning. But that's in Revelation 18.
It's a lot. Sorry, it's a lot of information for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in the book. It's a lot of stuff. And then, that's pretty much it. And in the kingdom of heaven, what is going to be established in the earth after the nuclear missiles clean it, the kingdom of heaven is going to be a new form of government, just like now, in which these people would rule the world, just like the Edomites do today.
So no white people.
So no, that's not the point. So all people. So
Yeah.
how can I put it? So in the kingdom of heaven, somebody's got to be servants. Revelation 13:10 and say those who lead the captivity shall go into captivity. So there'll be people on the earth. The earth is going to be repopulated, but they will be servants in the kingdom. That's good. That's Isaiah 14:2.
What are your names?
Oh, my name is just Chris.
It's
So.
Chris. It's okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, that's cool. What about you? Molly, nice to meet you. So Isaiah? Yeah, 14:2.
I don't have that much more time, but I'll look more into this. It's interesting.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we leave you with this last one.
Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servant and handmaids.
Real quick, so in the land of the Lord, being the kingdom of heaven, Israel will possess them, or the people, for servants and handmaids, and it's going to narrow it down. Continue.
It says, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So they're going to take them captives, whose captives they were, and Israel will rule over their oppressors. That's at the return of the Messiah, the Son of God. So that's pretty much a summary of what's coming. America got to be taken out of the way, and the Lord going to reestablish the order in the earth.
Do you guys have any fears about how soon that's going to happen? Or is it just someday?
So the scriptures say, measure the times through the signs, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, and also the mark of the beast is going to be made mandate, which we see that happening now. Digital currency is already on the scene. Hold up, real talk. And so the dollar's going to collapse because of the BRICS nations, and the government going to come with the CBDC, central bank digital currency. That's already in the talks. Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chip, he just tested it on his first human patient, so it's very near, which most people know about that. And in the mark of the beast, it says he caused the Vol to receive a mark in the right hand and in the forehead. So that's
I didn't know it specifically said that.
Huh?
I didn't know it said that. It says that somewhere in the Bible.
Yeah, let's get that Revelation 13:17
Yeah.
real quick.
Brain.
I'm sorry, Revelation 13:16.
I'm learning. I don't know about the worlding, but I definitely do think it's about time for a power structure change.
That's pretty. So when we say the end of the world, people think the world is gonna blow up, or a black hole gonna swallow up the earth. Now life will continue on Earth, but it's gonna be a power shift, just like you said.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's as extreme as some people say, but it definitely seems like in the last few years we've had a lot of plagues, one plague after another.
That's what the Lord did to Egypt. He plagued it. Same with America. Hyperinflation, the pandemic. Then you have a lot of people mysteriously dying or developing AIDS due to the V. The plagues play out in many different forms here now,
Yeah,
but that's the end result.
yeah.
All right, let's go at that real
All
quick.
right, Revelation 13:16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads,
So you're going to receive a mark in the right hand and in the forehead.
and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That's how they're going to enforce it. You won't be able to buy or sell, in other words, function in society, unless you get that mark. And I bring out an article. It was titled, let me go to it real quick.
So I know that this is actually a thing, but what
Yep.
is that?
So,
I've never heard of that before.
so that's just the RFID microchip. So that would be your digital identification and your digital wallet. Like if you look up on YouTube in Sweden, most of the population of that country is already microchipped, so they can pay by their hand.
I did not know that. I mean, I don't think we have anything like that here, but
It's through gradualism. Like right now,
no, it's the iPhone. Like you can't exist almost without a smartphone these days. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't have
exactly.
a smartphone, you're basically not a member of society anymore.
exactly. Yep, that's what they're gonna do with that. In some stores they got, I think it's called Wave ID. So those with compatible debit cards, they can wave a chip on their debit cards, across it or tap it. That's gonna morph into them putting it in your hand, because they also always holler about identity theft, accounts being hacked, cyber security risks. That's gonna all be solved by your bank account being injected into your right hand.
Yeah.
So they probably exaggerating the problem of identity theft, but it's an agenda.
Yeah.
That's what they want to shift,
Yeah.
go to, and that's why you had the talk last year, child and women's sex trafficking, all these women and children going missing. But if everybody microchips, you'll never lose them. So that's the point of that right there.
No, I get it. Like,
Then we see the vehicles are all going electric. And then this article that we were talking about, it reads, Klaus Schwab says humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. So
those
merge.
who refuse to merge with it.
hmm The Bible say that too.
So you're saying it's a good thing to merge with AI?
Nope. So those who merge with AI in Revelation 14, in other words, get the mark of the beast, the Lord says they're going to be burnt by this nuclear fire that's going to come by the nuclear missiles. But the point is, you know, they're going to force this on the people, and those who refuse, they're going to kill them, which the Bible says that too.
So, okay. So basically, we have no chance because if we refuse, then
Yep.
other people are going to kill us, and if we don't refuse, we'll die eventually anyway.
Yeah, and that's the reason, that's the whole point of the Lord's return. Matthew 24:22, it says the days are going to be shortened, which we can all agree time is flying by.
Yeah.
So these are the days being shortened because no flesh will be saved. So if you lift it up to the Edomites, they will wipe out all life on earth, except for those who become robotic some way.
Yeah.
So that's the point of the Lord's return, is to save his people and do a power shift.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know about the actual end of the world, but I definitely believe that there should be a power shift.
So the end of the world, I guess a better term would be the end of a kingdom. So like in the time of ancient Egypt, the world didn't end, just the Egyptian empire fell. Well, that's the same with this empire, which is a worldwide empire.
It's become ridiculous how much if you don't have a smartphone or a lot of things like that, you're basically not allowed to exist in society anymore. It just
Oh,
keeps
is that?
snowballing one thing after the other. I've had that happen to me. I recovered from it, but I've had that happen to me where they took everything away and it was so hard to
That's the point of the
get back into society.
that's the point of the RFID microchip. Those who rebel against the government, don't pay taxes, they can pretty much freeze your account instantly. But yeah, it's just to have better control of the people. So it's no more putting money under a mattress, no more helping out a friend or a relative if they short on money.
Yeah.
It's more to monitor as well.
Yeah.
And control how you spend your money, what you spend it on. If this look like you're doing some suspicious activity, stocking up on guns and ammo,
Yeah.
you know, they're gonna freeze your account. So
And you're not worried about the fact that y'all are also using smartphones and all that sort of stuff right now?
no,
Me.
so nah. I guess concerned about what? About them watching us. So they've been watching all of us, especially us. We're not black according to the Bible, but so-called blacks, we always been watched. This nothing new to us.
Whether it's at work, whether it's out here, wherever we at.
Yeah. But the scripture does say that those who got the testimony of Yahweh Shai, those who spread the word, that the devil will make war against them. So that's the whole point of like military, police, FEMA death camps. The scriptures pretty much suggest, what I ain't gonna say suggest, they say that we're gonna be brought before kings and governors for the sake of the word. The word also say, take no thought or don't premeditate.
Just look at those. What are those? Is that the Bible?
Yeah, this is the
That is
Bible.
the Bible. Is it just a normal Bible?
Yeah, King James.
King James. Okay.
Yep, and then this is the Apocrypha.
I don't know what that is.
So in the 1611 King James Bible, I think it had 81 books. Well, in the 1800s, 15 of the books were taken out.
And those were the apocryphas?
It's called the
Is it
Apocrypha.
okay if I just take a picture of it?
Yep.
So I remember.
So yeah, it was in the original 1611 King James
So
Bible.
I'm not 100% sure about this. I was raised Catholic, so King James Bible is a Protestant Bible, right?
So I don't know what that word Protestant means. Exactly. I'm not the sharpest when it comes to like.
Like Catholics versus Protestants, the Catholics have a different Bible than the Protestants. The Catholics have more books in their Bible than the Protestants. So, but that's not the Apocrypha, that's something different.
It may be. It may have parts of the Apocrypha and some other stuff. There's a bunch of other books out there, so I'm not sure exactly what they use.
I don't know exactly. I'm not an expert. This is just some stuff I know. I'd like to learn more.
Yeah.
So I think it's very interesting, not just like, sorry to interrupt you, but like, even if like you think this is a little too extreme, which I don't necessarily think it is, like, there's so much wrong with our society right now. It kind of brings attention to it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Give you Proverbs 29 and 2 real quick. Yeah. But this will kind of sum up, like you said, the power shift. The Bible said in the last days the world will be messed up. I believe it's 29.
Yeah, you right. When the righteous
Yep.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
It says, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
When what?
When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So he's coming to put the righteous in authority, you know, being his people. And these people, when they be in power, they're not going to be the same people that we see today, because these people get into a lot of bad activity. But they're going to be cleansed by the word. And then also, too, a lot of the Lord's people, they're going to die off and be reborn into the kingdom. And in the new covenant, the Lord says he will write his laws in our inward parts. So the law is going to sort of be part of our genetic makeup.
The law will be part of our genetic makeup. Okay.
And that's how these people are going to rule the earth in righteousness. Because right now, most of our people is not capable of that, obviously. But that's how the righteous are going to have authority in the earth. In other words, the Bible speaks about new bodies. So,
I don't know anything about that.
that's okay.
Yeah, we don't have much more time, but thank you for
Yeah, what's
sharing.
up?
And if I want to learn more, what should I look into? Besides the Apocrypha.
You have YouTube on your phone?
What?
You have YouTube on your phone?
I do. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you, I guess, a channel of somebody else that teaches. Let me see.
What sort of outfits are y'all wearing? Like, what is that based on?
Just ancient Hebrew culture. Like if you look at the guys in the pictures, they wore these garments. Can you get Revelation 1:14? Let me look for this YouTube channel real quick. Sorry about that.
So is everything recording right now?
Yeah, just
Where do you
recording.
post this?
So it's unlisted just for us to watch
You
later,
said 1 and 14?
just to see what we need to study up on better. Yeah, 1:14. Oh, yeah. Where is this YouTube? Okay, yeah, that's this why we wear the garments.
All right, Revelation 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
My bad, maybe 1:13.
1 and 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, 1 and 2 like the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to his foot.
So even the Son of Man, the Messiah, he'll come with a garment down to the foot. So
Sorry.
that was pretty much the point.
Do you have an iPhone or an
I'm on iPhone. Alright. If you want to take a picture of this channel.
I'll just take a picture.
Yeah.
Later. We have to go soon.
Yeah. And there you can ask them questions. You know, within reason, and they can go to it on the spot. You know, somebody that's more knowledgeable than us. We're pretty knowledgeable, but
Seems like it, yeah.
oh, thank you. Most people think we fools out here, but you can definitely ask them questions, and they
Okay.
that probably should the focus of the
What
lesson.
language is that?
Oh,
on your
Hebrew.
necklace? Hebrew.
Or not modern Hebrew, but ancient Hebrew. I'm just gonna show the one on the phone.
Okay.
Because this will be the name of the Lord. The Lord has one name. It's written in stone.
Yeah. So wait, what does it mean? Hebrew, what does it mean? When you up with God?
So this will be the Lord's. What the name of the Lord is Yahweh
Uh-huh.
on one side, and the Son's name Yahweh Shai on the other side. Where's the lunar stone? Okay, right here.
Brent, what are you doing?
How you feel about that?
Sure.
So that's the lost lunar stone.
Does that say the same thing as that?
Yep, I'm gonna show you.
I think I did hear picture of that.
So if you I know it's kind of hard to see, but
Yeah, it's weird.
See, you got that backwards looking. Yep. And that's what's going here at the bottom. And you got the backwards looking white thing above it. That's right here. The backwards looking E thingy again. And kind of the zigzag looking E. So that's ancient Hebrew. That's written in stone. So that's what this is. So we don't pull anything out of our imagination.
No,
you
I
know,
see
it's
that,
yeah. So this
You actually just know a lot more than most people. That's what I think.
Yeah. Ezekiel 33:33, it says these things shall come to pass. And when they do, the people will know that a prophet has been among them. There's a bunch of people that speak with the book. Everybody's not correct on what they say about the book. So if these things happen as we said it, you will know that we have the true understanding of the book. If they don't happen, we just more crazies like everybody
What
else.
if they happen not literally, but like it's metaphorically true? Like everything you say is metaphorically true.
So a lot of the things that we said, the Bible speaks of it in the metaphor. We kind of just summarized it. But we can be bold and say it's gonna happen, you know, just as we say. America's gonna have plagues, it's gonna have a nationwide blackout.
It is already happening. It's already happening.
Yep. The higher ups, they speak about blackouts that can last for days and weeks. No internet, no phone, no running water. The Bible says the food in the stores are gonna go empty. There's gonna be race wars, civil wars in the streets of America. Then a microchip is gonna come, and then the nuclear missiles. So it's gonna happen just as we say. We can't really say a day or a time,
Yeah.
or specifically how the event's gonna lead from one thing to another. But those some key points that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because the Bible speaks of those things literally, not in the metaphor.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's a bit literally, but like I read the book of Revelation. And, like I see a lot of that happening now.
Yep.
It's not literally, metaphorically. I do lots of things, but I'm also a writer, so I think it's interesting as a metaphor. Some of it I have honestly seen it happen literally. It's
Yep.
kind of crazy. No one seems to appreciate how strange it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we have to head out now. Thank you
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
definitely. Well, we up here Sunday, so we see you
Every
again.
Sunday?
Feel free to stop by.
Every Sunday?
Yep.
First chance to get pulled.
I don't know. But the reason we didn't show her, I ain't want to go into the names as far as like breaking it down to her. She not a lost sheep.
Yeah, true.
I was all good.
You seen how awkward the dude was? Nigga had his back turned the whole time and shit.
Oh yeah, bro definitely mentally ill.
He was nervous and shit.
Oh right. Yeah. And you notice that usually when it's a man and a woman, it's usually the woman
Coming up.
who wanna come see what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's the man who wanna be distant, they back turned, and the women be interested.
Con.
Hey, that's why that's just a prelude how it's gonna be in the kingdom. They wanna pick our brains, see what we know.
Precepts.
I'm gonna grab this from the brother Yahweh. Revelation 18:21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, "Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down. It shall be found no more at all." And because that's the end result of everything we spoke of today. And what we get earlier, Proverbs 26:27, he who rolled a stone, that stone shall roll back upon him. Or this stone that's cast into the sea, that's a metaphor for the nuclear missiles. The missile, which is a stone, going to be cast into the sea, which the sea is a metaphor for the people. Not to mention, the great millstone is that the doctrine that comes under that we in the midst of the people too. Remember where you was at?
Yeah, the last one, Revelation 19:11-18. Our Lord is coming back with great wrath and taking over the nations.
So yeah, you know, and everybody that think they can run in them underground bunkers, I'm gonna get this last piece up here. Don't go to Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishes, saith the Lord, and they shall fish. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and not the holes of the rocks. I know with the book of Amos, we know though they dig in the head, Though they go into the underground bunker, the Lord said He's going to snatch them up out of there. How? Through us.
Remember that picture they had painted? The angels have mice hand behind their back, taking on their back.
Oh yeah.
That's a real picture. It's like painted on there. It's a world painted somewhere when we're seeing.
I need to print that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the picture.
Oh, perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. Put that up there too. That was it. That was my last precept.
Hey, so the water for everything for everybody that tuned in with us. Yahweh Bashim Yashak Barakadah. We facing some close out. Let's give all
Praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, we'll be out tomorrow, Lord willing. Till next time, Shalom. I be liking talking to the